55 years ago, President Dwight D. Eisenhower signed into law legislation that officially declared the motto of the United States, quote, "In God we trust." Just last week, the House Judiciary Committee passed a resolution to reaffirm "In God we trust" as the national motto. And that ridiculous piece of legislation is now headed for a full House vote. Yes! Because we had nothing better to do. It's not like Libya is any trouble at all. It's not like we had a couple of wars in the Middle East. It's not like we have an ailing economy. We have to reaffirm that God rocks. Virginia Congressman Randy Forbes, the founder of the Congressional Prayer Caucus, introduced a legislation that would encourage the public display of the motto in all public buildings, schools, and government institutions. Forbes said that he wants to reaffirm the motto because he's troubled by a pattern of omitting God from our nation's heritage. Really? Who's omitting it? Every time I see a politician, they can't stop talking about God and how much he loves America. Do these goofballs really believe God plays favorites and likes America more than China or Bermuda? What did Bermuda ever do to God? Of course, the bill already has a number of supporters, including Congressman Mike Pence of Indiana, who said, quote, "I think God is, and he rewards those, including nations, who earnestly seek him." Now, in their view, God is so small that if we do not constantly sing his praises and reaffirm him, he'll be a little hurt. He'll be like, "Ed Reed, I'm hurt, dog," and help other countries more. Come on, who could be childish enough to believe that other than congressmen? Well, if you think that's bad, get a load of Senator Jim DeMint, who thinks we can actually affect the size of God.
I've said it often, and I believe it. The bigger the government gets, the smaller God gets. As people become more dependent on government, less dependent on God, and you cannot have a free society that way.
Is the size of God really tied to the size of our government? Is God that small and dependent on us? If the EPA adds one more regulation, does that shrink God? Is God going, "Oh no, I'm shrinking" because of the EPA? What if the post office adds one more zip code? Who knew the post office was that powerful? Look, if you're a true Christian, isn't this an incredibly disrespectful way to look at God? God is supposed to be all-knowing and all-powerful. He doesn't need Jim DeMint or Randy Forbes to protect him or to stroke his ego. Come on, man, you got elected because you told the people you're going to improve the economy. So for the love of God, stop wasting our time and go do your job.